So you talked about innovation and speed and your ability to be more nimble, perhaps, but you're also leading an impressive array of businesses under the JM family umbrella. Let me just read off the list here for our audience. Not only is it Southeast Toyota Distributors, which you mentioned, but Southeast Toyota Finance, JM&A Group, Home Franchise Concepts, Futura Title and Escrow, and more, right? How do you lead such a broad array of organizations and create a shared vision?
Well, if you listen to that, you might think I've got ADD, but there is actually a core that ties all the pieces together, and I do sometimes underestimate. Stephen Nessie, who was our long-term PwC partner, and most people don't know this, but even private companies, they have a rotation requirement at 10 years, and so he was having to rotate off, and it was like, Stephen, it's like 6 months, 9 months. How hard can it be to find a new partner? And the point kind of hit me. He says, you're a world-class distributor, you're a bank, you're an insurance company, and effectively you're a private equity firm. Now, having grown up there and been part of the birthing of many of the elements of that, I never really thought of it in those terms. But I will come back to the core that undergirds all of that is our culture. And then everything is built upon the culture and the associates that really drive those businesses. And then I'll put them together because it's all customer centric. So Southeast Toyota is the distributor. We are on contract from Toyota, the franchisor. Technically Toyota is, but they've contracted to us as the distributor for those 177 dealers. Those dealers at one point in their past had a challenge financing their vehicles, and so we created Southeast Toyota Finance to be a finance company, but their role in life is to be a partner of both Southeast Toyota and our dealers so that capital and credit is never an inhibitor to either the dealership or to their consumers. And so hence that piece of the puzzle. And then consumers said, these vehicles are increasingly complex and expensive to repair, and I would like to have insurance products that would address those concerns, whether it be an extended service contract, whether it be gap protection for the difference between the payoff on the vehicle and the collateral value, whether it be road hazard tire, a whole host of products that support that. So that suite is what we support and work in a B to B to C business model in the core of everything that we do. Now we have a transportation business. We'll do $800 million worth of parts sales this year in support of that business. It's a little niche that's bolted on to the fact that we're going to wholesale 360,000 vehicles, and if they can build them, we'll wholesale 400,000 vehicles, plus the fleet business. So that's the core of what we've got. We then, from a diversification perspective, said the culture will undergird everything that we do. We're already in the garage. The logical next step, so the vehicle is the second biggest purchase. The logical next place would be the home. And so Home Franchise Concepts became kind of the linchpin. It sounds different. We are the franchisor.
So you're going to buy Lennar next?
You see the theme there, though, is we're in the business of empowering those franchisees to serve their customer base. And so those diversified acquisitions were really driven off of that core culture that undergirds everything, and then laying on top of it Futura Title and Escrow, a business that we acquired recently. Everything that Futura and Title and Escrow does in the home purchase is done in the finance and insurance office of a dealership. It's the same products, it's just a different product that is part of that transactional process. It's high frequency, low severity insurance products. We know and understand that. It's a culture that undergirds everything that we do, so it's really tightly connected. We added National Truck Protection, which is essentially, we're really good at the Class 1 vehicle side of the equation. National Truck Protection does all the things that Jim Moran and Associates does, except they do it in the Class 2 through 8 trucking side, primarily in Class 8 independent trucking operators. So it sounds really diverse, but we're leveraging the culture and the core competencies that we've got for a different product or a different industry.